So we create this interface with the 3 text boxes. I'm going to go to my application, which is the DB app I've just created. And please tell me the first step should be what? I do what? So the first step is in the onCreate method. Please make sure you are working in the onCreate method, not in the other two. The other two we are not using now anyway, so you can delete them or ignore them, it's up to you. We are only working on the onCreate method. Press enter 2 or 3 times to create some more space. Reference variables. Create reference variables. Then create onClick listener. Alright, so these are the 2 major things which we need to do. Reference variables. I need to create reference for button and 3 text boxes. Right, so I'm going to do just that right now. Edit text name is equal to find view by ID r dot id dot, what was its name? Name, let's see what the name was of the text box. Name txt, college txt and mobile txt. Okay. Name txt. Okay, let's solve this error. This is giving me an error which it should not. I deleted the bracket actually. Alright. Please make sure these 2 methods you are not working on. You are only working on the onCreate, and actually when I remove this I deleted the bracket. So the other way to do it is just to minimize them and then again create references. No, it's not wrong, you can delete them or you can minimize them like this, but please make sure you are not deleting the brackets, the outer brackets. You know this bracket, it closes the classes. Create references, then create onClick listener, and then edit text name is equal to find view by ID r dot id dot name txt. Edit text college find view by ID r dot id dot college txt. Mobile is equal to find view by ID r dot id dot mobile txt. So I create the references. I am not reading them yet. I have to read them. Add cast. Now I'll create the onClick listener for the button. Make sure you create the reference for the button also. Button insert btn is equal to find view by ID r dot id dot insert button. Make sure you import them and also cast them like this, add cast to the button, and save it. Now I'll create the on-click listener. Insert btn, set on-click listener. Control space gives you suggestions. New space, control space. So I'm going to write this again so that you understand again what you have to do. Insert btn dot set on click listener. Inside this bracket you have to add a new on click view and a semicolon here in the end. You can write now or maybe in the end. So new view dot on click listener, and now you import. On click listener this one should give you suggestion to import, and I imported. Now I should start writing the database thing. So read values from text box, write in the database. Okay, let me just pause this. So I'm going to do final button. Read btn is equal to find view by id r dot id dot read btn. It will give me error, add cast to the button. And now I need to create the on click listener for the button. To come down after this code, after the on click listener. Do not write the read buttons on click listener inside this. So an easier way, if you can look at the code, please look at the button. I need to create references, which I did. Now I need to create the on click listener, which I did. So you see this minus button, I can dissolve it so that I can see a clearer screen. And now here I will write my read btn dot set on click listener. So the plus minus only just expands and collapses that code so that you can read and write easily. Read btn dot set on click listener. I'm showing you this to make sure you're not writing the on click listener for read inside insert. So here again, new view dot on click listener, semicolon here, and now you write those 4 lines which I have given to you, these lines. Now to select the query, cursor is equal to db dot raw query. I'm going to do this. Cursor c is equal to you have to, because it's another listener, you have to do these 2 things again, because the scope of the variable is different. You have to have declared these 2 things. This cursor and database again. So you can just copy this, the declaration of the cursor, the declaration of the database, and the connection. You can just copy this from the insert and paste in the read. And now you start reading in the read button on click listener. What have I added? I've actually, in the read on click listener, I need to get the reference for the database and cursor. So I copied these 3 lines. Instead of writing by hand again, I pasted here. New on click listener, inside the on click, insert. This we have done already. I created a reference for the read button, yes, only. Yes. You show me the paste inside the on click. inside the on click, and then do the db.raw query. So now read from the database. C dot db.raw query. Raw query, select asterisk from students. So you need to select everything from the students. And then move the cursor to the first position. C dot move to first. So you copied and pasted these 3 lines from the insert query, from the insert button. Then you read from the database and move the cursor to the first record, because there can be 10 records. Yes. Again ups. Okay. More?
Go back to that, yes, just stop here. Go to...
Sir, what I have to do?
The... Okay, you can go here. You copied this, right?
Yes.
And you can collapse this. Okay, and you can write here. btn read dot set on click listen. You want to open? You can click on plus. It will open.
I copy it where I should put it.
Inside the on click listener. I'll show you again. Here. On click. This is the read button. Set on click listener. Inside on click. Now the string display in the while loop in the toast message. That's all. String, just check the student name and the while loop. C dot. You want to check if it's the last one. Is after last is false. Meaning if it's in the end, then don't display, otherwise keep on displaying the while loop. Is after last. It's not the end. If it's not the end, you keep on continuing the while. Student name is equal to C dot get string, C dot get column index, name, and you just display it. Display and then move to the next cursor. I am also Batik. So the code is there, which I have given to you. It only prints out on the toast. I'll send you the code. Let me just try and run this and show to you guys. I know you will shoot off in 1 minute. The DB app, I run the app over here. Fatma's college is HCT and her mobile number is 050505, and you insert. It shows you record inserted successfully. Another one is Aisha and insert. Another one is Haya and insert. And then I keep on reading. So it will read Fatma, Aisha, Haya. So it will read and show. So let me show you one more thing for the people who want to be here. Yeah, okay. You see, I'm starting this again. And I read. You see, the application crashed, opened again, and again it is having the same data. It is showing us. So